Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Let me say that again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of again.
Sorry, bro.
I'm the type of nigga stand on business, nigga. One man arm against 50, nigga.
Boom. Welcome back, Rand Nation blogger. Man, I don't know what to say. I literally just did a video about this yesterday. I literally talked about this yesterday. I literally talked about why would you let role players get in the way of James Harden. Ultimately, the Clippers still didn't give up Terrence Mann, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, KJ Martin, 2 first-round picks in 2026 and 2028, 2 second-round picks, and a pick swap for James Harden and PJ Tucker. Boom. He told y'all, Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never play for him again. Let me repeat. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never play for him again. Stood on business, not playing for the Philadelphia 76ers this season. That's some real shit. To the basketball side of it, I really, really like this trade, really for both teams. I mean, obviously, people are going to argue who won, who lost. Philadelphia got a lot of picks. They got 4 picks in a swap? Now, I don't really think there's a loser here, because if you're Philadelphia, having James Harden there sulking, having James Harden there being that black hole and that black cloud over your locker room over the regular season, I don't think that that's what you want. So I think that they won strictly off of that. That they did win also because of other things, but I think that they won strictly because of that. And for the Los Angeles Clippers, now you get a healthy and a happy James Harden. What's better than that? I believe that this helps the Clippers, though, just to start on them first. James Harden, pretty much for his entire career, with the exception of probably the last 2 seasons, has been the standard of durability. He's been the standard of health. Outside of LeBron James in the 2010s, James Harden was number 2 in terms of durability, not missing games, not load managing. That was him. And now you put him on a team where you have 2 stars and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, who, let's be honest, they load manage, they're injury prone at the worst times. And you have James Harden and Russell Westbrook who can shoulder that load. Like, Russell Westbrook also is very durable. He does not get hurt and miss 15, 20, 25 games at a time. He doesn't miss 30-something games in a season every single season. That's not Russell Westbrook's bag. He's known for being durable. He's known for doing other things that most people may see as negative, but on the positive, he is durable. And one of the things that I think will go underrated is what this trade will do for Ivica Zubac. Him having now one of the best pick and roll ball handlers in the league, ask Joel Embiid, one of the best pick and roll passers and scorers to go along with him. I think this is going to open up the floor a ton for Zubac. I think Kawhi Leonard and Paul George now don't have to do so much off ball. One of the things with the Clippers that has been hindering them, in my opinion, since they made that trade for Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, 4 seasons ago, is like lack of point guard play. They have never had like legitimate point guard play. You can even say, well, last year they had Russell Westbrook, but Kawhi got hurt. Paul George didn't play none of the playoffs. James Harden, in my opinion, right now is better than what Russell Westbrook is. He's a better scorer. He's a better shooter. He's a more controlled, he just controls pace better than what Russell Westbrook does. I don't know if Russell Westbrook is coming off the bench. I don't know if he was coming off the bench, frankly, before this trade was made. I have no idea. I have not watched the Clippers this year. But if Russell Westbrook is coming off the bench or starting, I think that it doesn't really matter, because now you have a defensive front court in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. You have Ivica Zubac, who can protect the rim, and you have James Harden on the outside controlling and dictating everything. This was a win for the Los Angeles Clippers. I think that they can definitely do something. I think they can definitely go far and maybe go the furthest that they have been since 2021, barring injury. The last note I would like to make on the Los Angeles Clippers is I felt like this season nobody was competing with the Denver Nuggets. I felt like out of the Western Conference, I felt like the Denver Nuggets were just so far and away, and no team really had any real weapon to exploit Nikola Jokic. Now, I'm not so sure because one thing about James Harden, he has always been a thorn in Nikola Jokic's side. He's always been able to run pick and roll, even going back to when we had Clint Capella before Chris Paul. They would run Jokic out the gym. Now, obviously, this was 2017, 2016, 2018. Jokic is a much better player now, surrounded by much better talent and much better coaching. So I definitely understand that, but I definitely think the way to exploit Jokic is to have an elite pick and roll player with an elite rolling player, collapse that defense and hit the edges of the strong side and the weak side and the elbow. That's what I think is there. And I really think the Los Angeles Clippers got something, and they have closed the gap significantly between them and the Denver Nuggets. Now to the Philadelphia 76ers. I think that this was a fantastic trade. I think this was a fantastic trade for them. Like I said, you don't want the black cloud over the locker room, over the team the whole year. You do not want that. Tyrese Maxey just came off a Player of the Week where he's averaging 30 points per game, shooting lights out, starting the season off on a tear. Keep the ball in Tyrese Maxey's hand. There's no need for him to go back off ball, getting 6 to 7 to 8 catch and shoots a game, not dictating the pace. He's faster, he's quicker, he's more athletic. Let him control that Philly team. I also like this move for Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris, for the most part, sacrificed a lot with Ben Simmons and with James Harden because those guys are so ball dominant and so many things flow through them. Tobias Harris actually is a player that kind of needs the ball. He cannot stand there, even wide open or not. He cannot stand there. You get him 10 catch and shoot opportunities wide open, and he's going to make 5 or 6 of them a night. He's not that type of player. He's liable to make 5 out of 6 threes or 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 threes if he's touching the ball, if he's feeling the ball, if he's dribbling some, getting inside, getting outside, mixing his game up. He likes to have his game mixed up. He's not an idle guy. He's not PJ Tucker. He's not Trevor Ariza. He's not that type of a weapon. You have to utilize him. You have to get the ball in his hands. That's just the type of player he is. He's comfortable like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I think that this also helps on the outside looking in. Add that to the fact that the Philadelphia 76ers now have Kelly Oubre, Patrick Beverly, Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, KJ Martin, and Nicholas Batum to add to that roster. This is one of those moves that I'm so happy Daryl Morey finally saw the light. Sometimes Daryl Morey has a issue. He gets so enamored with big names. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal. And you can be like, hey, I got 4 to 5 serviceable pieces right here. They may not be that name, but they're serviceable. They can fill your roster out. Now your roster is more balanced. And he just doesn't see it. This is one of the first trades where I've seen where he's not name chasing. He's not stuck on one thing. He's trying to fill out holes. Hey, I need a backup wing. I need a starting 4. I need a backup guard. I need this. I need that. The 76ers are deep. They still have DeAnthony Melton. They still have Danny Green, I think. Yeah, they have Danny Green, I believe. So I like this move for the Philadelphia 76ers. I really, really like this move. Now, everybody in the media is going to focus on, well, Joel Embiid, play with Ben Simmons, he's going. Play with James Harden, he's going. How does he feel about this? Is he thinking about leaving? I will say, like I said last year, the ball is in Joel Embiid's court. You are the reigning MVP of the league. You made first team All-NBA. You led the league in scoring 2 times in a row. When are you going to step your game up? It can't always be on other people. It can't always be like that. Sometimes you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not doing enough. You cannot go into another series and get locked up by Al Horford in the second round. You cannot do it. You cannot go into another playoff series and be hurt because you're flopping or because of whatever, just misfortune. You cannot do this again. You have a team. Last point, I really, really like this move for just Nick Nurse. I think Nick Nurse is one of those coaches where he's better with just a lot of serviceable pieces and he can move them around with his offensive genius brain. I really, really like this move for him. I think that he's one of the happiest guys because now he don't have this bullshit link clouding the team. And I just think that now he could kind of hold these role players responsible. A lot of things have been said about James Harden, about him in film sessions not wanting to be held accountable or whatever the case may be. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I think that it is kind of true, especially of a player of his stature. But a lot of that has been said. And I think that when you get role players and you have a clear pecking order of Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, it makes everything easier. And when everybody in the locker room is on one accord, it makes everything easier. That's all, man. I really woke up this morning, literally saw the news and was like, gotta make a video, gotta put it out. I had so much to say about this. I know you guys probably do too. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments in the comment section below. Red Nation Blogger out.